do this video on right here. What is it, you say? Well, what it is a screw holder. Just a Phillips in there. They also make this in torque driver. They only make 2 different versions. But basically, you got your screw, put it on. This little bit slides, and there's a really strong earth magnet on here. So it just slides like that. Hold the screw. Look at this. I'm pushing on that as hard as I can sideways. See my fingertips turning white? Pushing on it? It's solid. This was $2.50. About. I believe this is Makita brand. I'll have to look that up again. But anyhow, it basically does the same thing as one of these units do that I've used for quite a while now, since they pretty much came out. Basically on these, you slide this out, you put your screw in, and you should have a magnetic bit, which these kind of are, but they're really weak. But they're really strong bits, they don't break easy. But, so, there you go, you guide it, it falls out. You could get a stronger magnetic bit, but it's probably going to break easier, maybe. Anyhow, these, they work great for like this, kind of. The thing is, even with these, you use them for a while, and they start wearing so much, and eventually they seize up and they stop working. I've probably gone through, I don't know, 6 or 12 of these things. But these work, you know, fairly okay. Problem is, some screws won't fit in the sleeve. You know, if they have a bigger diameter head. I don't have one to show you right now, but I've had them in the past. And then also, if you have a short screw like this, it doesn't work quite as well. You know, it'll still fall out and stuff. It's just, it works okay, but it's not great. So here's the thing I want to try to do. Okay, so I want to put a screw in way over there where I need one hand to reach, right? Because I can't hold the screw and do it at the same time. So I'm trying to do something like this, and it's just, you can do it, but it's difficult. Sometimes it'll, you know, fall out, what have you. I'll demonstrate again. See, there you go. It fell out, you gotta start all over. Right? So it's not perfect. Part of that is, you know, not a magnetic enough bit. But, switch over to this. And this is actually torque driver or hammer drill compatible. It's a strong bit. So this is also faster than sliding that back and forth all the time. Put your thing on, it's there. It ain't coming out. You can push on that all day long. Okay? So then you one hand, you go upside down. See? Ain't coming off. We'll put the bigger screw on there. See? I'll throw this around, but I don't want to break my drill. It ain't coming off. Oh, here. Well, there you go. If you throw it real hard, but I mean, you're not going to do that. And also, you got to clean this off once in a while. There you go. I mean, well, there it fell off from that high. Kind of a stupid test, but I mean, it works a lot better. Let's see if you have the bit on. I got these at Tool Crib. I'll have to look. I'm sure you can order them online. I'm pretty sure it was Makita brand. I'll have to look that up. Hopefully they'll come out with different styles other than the Torx and Phillips. I'd like to see some one for roofing screws. But that works really slick. This is the first time I've used it. I just bought these yesterday, and I just thought it was so cool I wanted to make a video on them right away. I can see how they're going to work really good. So let's just throw in a bunch of screws here. I don't have this marked out, but I can do the edges. Grab a bunch of these. These are, what are these? 1 1/4 inch construction screws with the gold plating. So this is what's nice about having your hand free. And get your next screw ready while putting in the first one. Really quite handy. I really like these gold-plated screws. Seem to work pretty good. I mean, it's not gold, but it's what they call them. It's not real gold, I don't think. Try not to put them in that deep. This is only, I forget how thick this ply is. It's pretty thin. They like rubbing against the fence. Oh, if you notice on my fence, I have a second latch down mower. That's because they're pushing out the bottom of my gate. My gates are homemade, so they can, they have some give to them, unfortunately. They're not solid because the corner posts are just basically pipe clamps holding them. So they have a little bit of give either way, unfortunately. So, they can bend, so they're bending out the bottom of the gate and getting out. Actually, they got the whole gate open by just pushing against them, you know, rubbing their backs against them. So I had to put that bottom latch on there to stop them from doing that. So that was kind of a learning curve on that one. I thought someone had opened my gate and left it open. They stayed in, though, basically. Apparently they have enough food in the yard and they're happy there. They got, you know, they got shelter and water, so they don't want to go anywhere. They came out here and ate a little bit, but they didn't go far. They didn't go to the road. You know, they just came out here a little bit and ate and went right back in again. They got out my lower gate, too. And that one I haven't put a second latch on, but the grass is tall enough that it's holding it. I just had to put a lock in the latch, because they popped the latch open somehow. Probably with their horns or something. I didn't do that other side. Talking and not screwing. These are also, I mean, this is so much faster. You don't have to do this slide and try and get the screw in there. This just works nice. You can really, really reach. I mean, I can barely reach that far. And look, I still put it in there. It's awesome. You can see where some of these lines are. That's another real long reach right there. Looks like it'll pop it too when it gets in so far. Which is just fine. But the other one did as well. I go about every foot. Sometimes a little bit more then. So now I just gotta mark it out. So the edges are all done. Now I just have to go tight. There you go. There's your nice line. Get some more screws. Ooh. Got my line missed. Sorry. It's gotta be. Oh, I did the dumb. It's not where the board is. The board's over here. Well, why? Oh, yeah, see. I kind of screwed up there. This is going to get covered anyhow. You gotta look on the outside where the screws actually are. Not where you put the screw. There we go. There we go. Got too much chalk in this. Should only like half build it, and I put too much in. It doesn't look straight, but it is. There's that side. Pocket. Oh, yeah, look, there's my screws. There's my screws again. Middle one's gonna be a little bit hard to reach. With 2 hands, will probably have to get up on there. And I'll just show you a few more, some more screws here for you. You got the gist of it. Works really slick. I went every 2 feet on this. It kind of screwed up on the end because of how this one is. It's a little bit less than 8 foot, so I made it so that the openings are for my insulation I got. So you end up with a little, because of the size of my structure, you end up with one that's a little bit skinnier. But I have some spare crappy insulation I'll stick into those ones. Not a big deal. Now what I can actually do on this one, this would work better if I had an actual hook thing on here instead of my little homemade jibby. Just go like this. Wasted a lot of chalk on this one, but chalk is cheap. Nice and tight. Snap it. There you go. Got a line. What you can also do is not wind it in every time and snap it a few times. Probably what I should be doing right now, but I wasn't thinking. That one I really sunk. It still looks pretty good shape. Worn off some of the stuff on it. Hopefully it'll last. I'll do an update in the description. Let you know if it wears out on me. You know, because I just got it, so I don't know. But I really like this design as far as holding screws. That's awesome. Now, if it holds up to this torque driver, which this thing will snap bits like you wouldn't believe. 140 foot-pounds of force, I think it is, this thing puts. If you're hitting on something good, he'll snap them. I've snapped a bunch of them, the teeth, off of Phillips heads. And I've even messed up Torx drivers, so. Anyhow, that was that.